What's up, y'all? It's your girl Age, and I know I've been missing. I just want to say I am so sorry. These past couple of weeks have been absolutely crazy, y'all. I moved. I was super swamped at work. Some family members were in the hospital. They had a graduation. They had other family visiting in town. And also, I bought a new car. So, all of this was happening behind the scenes all at once, y'all. I've been gone for 2 weeks? I'm so sorry. I did not want to be gone. And I absolutely did not want to leave you guys hanging. I miss y'all. I miss the boys on the show. Yeah, I am really, really, really sorry. I owe y'all. The only way I'm not coming back is if I die at this point, because I love doing this. I love watching the shows and reviewing them. So people in my life, they don't want to discuss my show with me. And guess what? I'm just going to have to talk about it with y'all. So anyway, now that we got the housekeeping out of the way, let's get into episode 6 of Baby. This episode had me in tears. Yeah, it had me in tears. I cannot lie. So let's get started. We left off with Dean and Charlie competing to be in Babe's spot on the team while he recovers. To be honest, neither Charlie nor Dean took the news well that they would have to beat Babe in a race. The Babe, the top tier racer out of everyone, they would have to beat him in the race. So that's why this episode starts off. Charlie is like, no way I can beat you, Babe. I'm going to just tell Alan that I can't compete, that I can't join a team. And then Babe comes to encourage Charlie before the race, telling him to trust his skills, because if you're going to give up now, then you'll never be as good as me, basically, which is true. Then Babe hands Charlie a little gift, and I'll let y'all see what the gift is when you watch the episode. Y'all, Babe really, really wants Charlie to win. He is still smiling around this boy. He is so whipped. And I've never seen Babe smile as much in this episode, in these episodes that I've watched. It is so cute, and Pavel is so pretty when he smiles. I'm not gonna lie. Then we have Wei and Alan watching a race, and Wei is like, you think Babe is gonna let his fanboy win? Basically asking if he thinks that Babe is gonna purposely lose to Charlie. And Alan is like, nah, that's not like Babe. He said he would be so disappointed if Babe ever was to do that. Anyway, we cannot forget that Babe still don't have his powers. So we have to wonder, will Babe win this race? We don't know. He doesn't have his skills. And of course, he does win, because guess what? He's still Babe. But the more important thing to note is that Charlie beat Dean. So Dean and Charlie are thinking that they aren't going to go on a team because they both lost to Babe. But Alan lets Charlie know that the race was a test and Charlie passed. And Dean did not. So keep that in mind for a little bit later. He made it on the X-Hunter team in Babe's place, Charlie. Much to Dean's disappointment and Wei's dismay, of course, because Wei has it out for Charlie. But to Wei's dismay and Wei's annoyance, Charlie, he just keeps getting in Wei's way. And now he has to be his teammate. I don't think that's really going to sit well with Wei. The person who is actively stealing your crush's heart and also banging him. Y'all, this universe is so unfair to Wei. This universe is doing Wei dirty. Okay. Then we get to the next scene where Dean is just going off on Alan about how Alan doesn't value him. How can he do this to him? How can he let Charlie, a stranger on the team? I practiced so hard, harder than anybody else, including Wei and Babe. Why would you do this? Then Alan brought up a good point. Alan said, I gave you everything to help you. How can a new kid, a stranger like Charlie, beat you? And that was some real stuff, because if you're sitting here really practicing every single day, either you're not practicing hard enough or you're just not good enough. So Alan told Dean he's afraid. Charlie is brave. That's why Charlie got out there. Charlie won. You, Dean, you are afraid. Yo, I get it. I do. To try so hard and to have some newbie just steal it from you, just some random person, it kind of makes you feel shitty. So I do honestly feel sorry for Dean. But Charlie did win fair and square. So next we get this really cute scene between Alan and Charlie. Look, y'all, Alan wants his baby Jeff back. he asked Charlie, when is Jeff coming back to the garage to work? Now remember, y'all, Charlie ain't dumb. He may act all naive and innocent and like he ain't got sense, but this boy is very smart. Charlie asks Alan a bunch of questions pertaining to his brother. Like, why do you want Jeff back to work? There are other mechanics. Why are you so, stuck on my brother? Why do you want to reason or reconcile with Jeff? This is after Alan had asked Charlie to help him apologize to Jeff. And Charlie wants to know why. And, I think Charlie has a clue. I think that he knows that Alan may have feelings for Jeff. And after Charlie was satisfied with Alan's answers on why he wanted his brother to work for him again, Charlie tells him that Jeff goes to this coffee shop very often and he could find him there. Y'all, Charlie knows what's up, okay? Help your little uptight brother get laid and loose. Y'all know who else needs to get laid and loose? Wait. Y'all, Supernatural is so damn beautiful, especially when he smiles. He never gets to smile this much in this show because he's always stressed and depressed and just pining over Babe. But when he does smile, he's gorgeous. Here he is in the hallway with Babe. Wade is about to smoke a ciggy until Babe grabs it. He's like, wait, I thought you stopped smoking. Wade is like, oh, you care about me? Babe is like, you're the only person I have in my life. I swear, y'all, I cannot stand Babe. Wade has been your best friend for 10 years. How can you just not read him? I can tell when my friend is tripping, or I could tell when something's a little off with him because I can read him. I know Babe knows how Babe feels. I do. Anyway, Wade is smoking because Wade is stressed. Wade is no, Babe, you don't have me, you have Charlie. Then Wade was like, if you think I'm mad because Alan brought Charlie on the team, I'm not, which we all know is a bold-faced lie. But he said he was mad because Babe let someone with such little experience join the team in his place. And Babe was like, I trained Charlie myself. I trust him. Babe is like, I bet y'all train a lot. Oop. Y'all. He was like, I bet y'all train a lot in that bedroom. Yeah, that is so sassy. Wade is pissed. This is such a fucked up dynamic, y'all. I'm telling y'all. I just want him to make it a threesome, and then we all could be happy. So in the next scene, Alan is trying to apologize to Jeff. He goes to the coffee shop and even requests a song on a radio with the sign in the window. Y'all, this is so old school and classic. Y'all know Alan is probably a millennial like me, pulling up these old tricks with the radio, just lifting it on top of your head, and even Jeff had to kind of call him out, bro, that's kind of old school, who does this? And Alan admitted he never had to reconcile with anyone before. So it's revealed that Alan, in his old, young millennial self, isn't that good with relationships. So Jeff allegedly is a first. And can we just admit how absolutely cute Jeff is here when he is getting apologized to? Alan apologized for not trusting him and saying that he'll be alone forever. Girl, low-key, Alan said some kind of fucked up stuff to this boy. He needed to apologize to him, especially since he want those cheeks. Anyway, so the next scene, Babe, he wants to take Charlie somewhere to celebrate, joining the team, making on the team. And he takes him to this secluded place so that they can see the stars in space. It looks really pretty, how the cinematography was in this scene. This is where Babe likes to go, basically to clear his head. And Charlie is you probably bring a lot of people here. And Babe, surprisingly, is I never brought anybody here except you. Yo, oh my gosh. Yo, and in the scene, Babe can't stop kissing Charlie. He is so in love with Charlie. Y'all, Babe is whipped. Babe asked Charlie to be his boyfriend. Yeah, the Babe got a boyfriend. Somebody tied down this notorious hoe. Oh my gosh, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, this scene was real cute. Then Charlie asked Babe, does he want to have children? I was like, ooh, Jesus, y'all just became boyfriends. Hold your horses, Charlie. But I do love how they bring a little bit of that Omegaverse, like Alpha Enigma talk into the show, even though we know both of them are alphas. And last time I checked, alphas cannot impregnate each other. Right? I think so. But I believe with this story, like an Enigma can impregnate basically anything that walks. Alphas, omegas, betas, shit, just like everything. And I wonder if there are any omegas on this show. They don't really mention like other stuff besides like enigmas and alphas, but I digress. Then Charlie calls Babe mama. So basically Babe is gonna be the woman. I told y'all he be acting like a little bitch sometimes. And y'all, I cackled though when he did call him mama. Babe is such a bottom and he acts like it. And Babe let me tell y'all, Babe like that shit. He like when Charlie called him mama. Don't get it twisted. And so that only leaves Charlie to be the papa. So y'all, imagine if they really could have kids though. Would Babe be a good mom? Anyway, then they go to the locker room for some a role reversal. It was a cute scene. They like switched roles from the first time that they met. Yeah, it was really sexy. Like Babe was the one who had the power initially. Now Charlie and him kind of switched. So Charlie's the one that was initially chasing, trying to please Babe. Babe didn't want to kiss Charlie. Now Charlie is the one who moved his face, just mocking Babe. All of it is just so cute because they like reminisce, they're reenacting it, but like switching roles. It's cute. Y'all gotta watch it. Then we get the bang, 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 the pop, pop, pop scene, y'all. When I tell y'all, Pavel is so sexy. And to be very honest, I would love to watch him do this, like, in real life. So, I can see why Wei is, Wei. He is so beautiful, too. And he could just have anybody else that he want. Anyone else. But, yeah. Speaking of Wei, here's our sad boy getting wasted while his crush, BFF, and just his whole world is getting banged and fucked by Charlie. Yeah, the universe is like truly not on Wei's side in this show. To be honest, y'all, and I said this before, but if I could add my little freak-like tendencies into this, if I was the author, I would have just made this a threesome, I keep in all the other elements. I'll keep in the pining, the longing, the crushes on the best friends. But I would have Babe, Charlie, and Wei end up together in the end. Like, it could work. Even though I think that Wei is too obsessed with Babe, I am all here for a good threesome. And honestly, I think that it would be good if they were to do that, like have Charlie in the middle just to kind of balance. Like, y'all, they should have made it threesome. Anyway, so my baby Wei is here getting drunk from feelings that are unrequited. But little does he know, someone is watching him in the distance. And as we can see, it is little Petey Pete in the back. Rich Petey Pete, big dog Petey Pete with the money. He got the money. In the next scene, Sonic and Mikey Mike were minding, other people's business as usual and just chatting amongst themselves. And Dean lost his everlasting freaking mind. And he knocked my baby Sonic down to the ground. And y'all saw how quickly Michael came to defend Sonic? Yo, that's Michael's baby. Just cute ass Sonic. They're gonna be a couple watch. Then Dean started talking shit about Alan. And then all of a sudden, Alan came around and punched the hell out of Dean. Yo, I felt that through the computer. I was shocked. Like, to be honest, did I think that it was a little more force than necessary? Yes, Alan, it was. But I mean, I guess, like, don't be talking shit about me in my own garage because you're mad at yourself, and don't be trying to turn other guys against me. Like, come on, Dean. But to be honest, looking at Dean in this moment, I really, really think that something changed in this moment for Dean. Like, I can see it in his eyes, the way he's like just looking. That is hurt and anger. He wants it so bad. He's been asking for it just for someone else to snatch it from him. So also in the next scene, we see Alan is stressed, and that's why he was a little rowdy with Dean. Then the baby had to come and cheer him up. Y'all, Jeff is so knowledgeable. He's wise for his years. I love it. And it's crazy how he can just make Alan happy. Or as happy as one could be in Alan's situation. But Jeff always cheers Alan up. And after they talked for a little bit about like how Alan could get his stresses out, Jeff was like, I don't want to be called kid. Like, stop calling me kid. And then Alan was like, what? Do you want me to call you darling? Yo. Okay. Oh my gosh. It was like random. I think he shocked himself when he said that. But that's just Alan's true emotions coming out. Yo. Ooh. Alan want that young blood. And the kicker is, like, Alan is already young, so he's trying to rob the cradle. Like, he want that 20-year-old flesh. He want that teenager. Good Lord. Adult teenager, not, like, minor. We don't want a minor, like Drake. But later in the car, though, Alan lets Jeff know that they have, like, a welcome party for Charlie that night, that he should come. And y'all, speaking of the party, let me tell y'all, this party is about to be a doozy for me. The whole night is actually just what's about to happen. I was stressed. I'm getting ahead of myself though. So in the next scene, Babe takes Charlie to a building that he purchased, like a home that he purchased. And the place is really special to him because it was the house that his dad used to own before, what's his name, came and scooped it out of it and bankrupted his daddy. But Babe was saying that he wants to do something with the house, but he was just always putting it off. And he says, like, he don't know what's holding him back. He don't know what that could be. And, y'all, Charlie is changing this man for the better. Like, he is so... He is wanting to be in a relationship. He's wanting to, like, start working on his projects. He wants to be a better man, and I'm proud of him. Yo, can I say how pretty Pavel is when he smiles as well? Pavel is just beautiful, y'all. And to be honest, that building is actually really pretty too. I told you, I don't know where these boys be getting this money for these nice ass houses. It's right on the river too. And anyway, Charlie says, we should open a cafe. Yo, I'm so proud. I'm proud for him, for like him and for Babe in a relationship. I think that cafe would be pretty successful for them. Like, they could just run it together and race. I think it would be pretty cool. Then next we have a cute scene between Jeff and Babe talking about how they basically are family now that Babe is smashing his brother. Then Jeff gets like another vision once he touches Babe, but we don't see what the vision is, but we can kind of tell from Jeff's face that it's bad. And then Babe's like, what's wrong? And Jeff is like, no, like nothing. Anyway, then we get to the good part of the episode, y'all. The party. At the party, Sonic and Art are teasing Babe and Charlie because they found a picture on social media of those two just being all lovey-dovey. Meanwhile, everyone is teasing Charlie and Babe, Ray is side-eyeing the fuck out of everyone. Like, Ray, he feels like he knows something's about to happen. His worst fear is about how when you can just tell that something that you are dreading is like just lurking around a corner. Ray's whole behavior is just off. I mean, it's not off for him because he's already kind of like just a little bit shady, just like side-eye-ish or Ray is standoffish. But in this scene, he's being like extra standoffish and like quiet. It's he knows. Then Babe lets it be known that he and Charlie are boyfriends. So it happened. And while the others are toasting, like, he doesn't even toast. He's just like, I'm gonna go. And he leaves and he just goes outside and smokes. Yeah, I would have just left the whole party if I was Babe. And then Babe follows him, and even outside, Babe is still taking from him. He takes the cigarette from out of, Ray's hand or whatever. And Ray, he tries to play it off like he's so concerned with the team and how it's like falling apart and stuff like that. But eventually the truth comes out. Ray says, basically, I've been by your side for years, and I hoped, and he probably even prayed, that you, babe, would one day turn to me, and one day you would like basically fall in love with me. You, after all this time, don't know how I feel. And y'all, that was Wade's confession. He was like, basically, you never cared. And honestly, I thought time would do it for us, but time doesn't change a goddamn thing. And we are just going to ignore that hand of Wade's right now, which was like, when he was about to touch babe. Y'all, ignore that hand for right now. Anyway, this whole time, babe was still friends on him. I feel like so bad for Wade, y'all. And then babe was trying to get him to like, what's wrong? Like, where you going, Wade? And Wade just like left. He left the party like he should have did in the first goddamn place. Now, that's just me. But, because I'm a little dramatic. But if I was away in this moment, I would have just left everything. Not just the party. I would have left the team. I would have left the boy. I would have left my house and just moved. I would have just left babe alone and let him miss me. Let him fend for himself, because I've been doing everything for him for years. And I would have cut him off cold turkey and just started everything new and just upgraded my life with new friends, new everything. I can't stand to see, like, if I was him, I wouldn't be able to stand to see, like, my best friend after years I've done all this for, and someone who's my crush, with someone else, fall in love with them so easily when I've been, like, right here the whole time, doing everything. That's hurtful. Anyway, then the car scene, y'all. The car scene was hard for me. Like, I cried. I cried with Wade when he was in that car and after he left, y'all. When Supernut shed a tear, I shed a tear. I felt it. He also was just so beautiful when he cries, y'all. I could barely get through the flashbacks. I barely even watched the flashbacks, okay? But I did see the part where he took the necklace from Babe. Yo, Babe is clear like he never loved him like that. After all that they've been through, he's been his cheerleader. Y'all, Wade took that necklace off of his car and he like threw it out the window. The one that he got in the flashback, he threw it. That's how you know, like, he should have just did like me. He should have just fucking skipped town, never to be seen again. Fuck a friendship at this point. Like, Wade was so with for Babe. I don't understand how Babe did not see it. But here's the thing. Here's my theory. I think that Babe did see it, but he just didn't care.